Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of calculus. Welcome in room 15. Where?
Learning never ends.
Learning never ends. Even when the artistically awesome Kendall, the annihilatorly awesome Poe are gone playing volleyball, winning honor and glory for the green and white of High. We are still here. We're learning never ends. So I want you to look at this. Just see if you can do it mentally first. So let's do it mentally first.
My head hurts.
And then, so do it mentally first. Your head still hurts from getting hit with that thing.
Sorry.
Oh, by the way, did you see the thumbnail I had from the other day? It was pretty good.
What's the volleyball?
Where I had the picture of her and Gabby and Lexi and Addie. Yeah, the one they were.
Them at the game. They're all lined up.
Yeah, so Addie and. Let me show you.
Yeah, it was Shy, Lexi, Gabby.
So here it is. See, that's yesterday's.
I want to see it closer up. Oh, my thumbnail? Yeah. Can you pull up the picture? Mr. G, will you see this picture? We need it for...
Oh, do you? I could. Now, the only problem is, like, the thing froze, like Gabby has the camera, it's like blurred. Because she moved, but all the others are good.
Do you have
Yeah, I have I have the picture for that.
Can I see it? Can you send it to us?
Okay, I'll send it to one person.
Okay, send it. Gabby, send it to me. Lexi, send it to me.
Or send it to either me or yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll see if
I
I
see it
can.
right now. I'm blind.
All right. So anyway,
I can't.
so that's what we're talking about. So that's what you're talking about, Jose?
Yeah, I watched that video.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and then I looked into John Maxwell.
Oh, John Maxwell too. So that's why I talked about John Maxwell yesterday. You actually remember it?
Yeah, that's why I looked into it.
Oh man, like the power of your leadership.
Yeah, I try to just look at two different guys, the leadership position of him and then the preaching side of him.
But very good, very impactful, and people that are good motivators are good people you can listen to. Another one who's really good besides John Maxwell is Stephen Covey.
Like caffeine.
He's no longer living, but he's really good. And there are others too who do that. But yeah, John Maxwell's really good, especially like since he was a minister, a pastor. So if you think of going to him, you could do a lot worse than study what he does. So anyway, you're doing this mentally, right? So I want you to do this mentally. Then after doing this mentally, I want you to go ahead and you can just draw a sketch of it. And then finally, as a very last step on this, you may use a calculator. This one here, I don't know what happened. What happened?
The time you said the cupcake, I never got one.
The cupcake? Brownies. I love brownies.
I didn't get a cupcake.
The brownies are sweet.
So it was the same place, Gabby's address? Okay. So you live at Gabby's house? Okay.
Make sure it's the P.O. box. Yes.
The P.O. box?
P.O. box.
The Laban's P.O. box?
Mr. G, I'm
I'm
excited.
about to get my million.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm excited to be it.
Okay, while you're working on this, we got to talk about that. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, the deal is, tomorrow I'm going to be having a robe.
Do you practice? We should practice
I can make
class.
that.
Or practice today.
How do I know what the graph
Let me just get the camera.
With the point of
Yeah,
-2.
so just to get an idea of what's going on.
And then you draw the
Okay, so we'll talk about what's going on tomorrow.
Drew needs to do.
Okay, Bryce at some point is going to be my handler. I'm going to come out in a robe,
before this?
and then we'll go there, take the robe off, or maybe better even if Bryce takes it off for me.
Yeah.
Bryce takes it off, I'll take it off. Then he'll give me the glasses and the hat and all that. And I'll say, let's see.
And then
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's just a pair function.
Where?
Learning never ends. 2 to the right.
Mr. G here, he's gonna teach the class out here at Screwy Rosser, where the I was teaching pre-calculus to all the homies. Oh. So after this, I'll go over to Cheyenne after tomorrow, I'll say, hi,
Okay.
homie, how you doing, homie?
How do we know?
You're gonna come up to me?
Well, anybody.
Oh, anyway, okay. Come up to me, yes.
So you mean my homies after tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Are we gonna respond to that?
Homies and hood. If you have, how you feel about it?
Yeah.
So it'll be a new stage of the relationship, because it'll be my rapper persona, right?
Right.
Okay, here we go, here we
Yeah,
go.
so it's whatever, this doesn't.
All right. Now,
No?
there was this dude by Pythagoras, the hype track. Thank you. Master of philosophy.
Oh.
Found you could take the sum of the square of both sides of a right angle. There'll be a square diagonal across any rectangle.
Whoa.
The sides of both sides of a right angle, you call them. The diagonals, the hypotenuse, but we can call it. You take a square and b squared, and you add the both together. Then you have what's c squared, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But c squared minus a squared equals b squared. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. But c squared minus a squared equals b squared. All you do is c squared now is take the square root. Now you have the diagonal. The problem now is
What's this one?
if you have the a and c and need to get the b, then you take a squared and subtract it from squared c. If you don't have the right angle, it can still be easy. We use the law of cosine since the 15th century. Okay? That a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But c squared minus a squared equals b squared. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. But c squared minus a squared equals b squared. And then what it is, then I have what I have, a cap on. Then everybody says,
No
cap. And then I would do is
No
I
cap.
throw the cap into the crowd.
I'm gonna catch
And then I say, G-dog, out. And I put the mic on the ground.
Drop it.
Hey, Mr. G, you should like run out.
Maybe.
You should run out.
Then I run out there,
Yeah.
and she's not even gonna stop.
Hear that? He's running out.
No, she's not.
She's not even gonna stop.
what
She's
you're
running out. Tomorrow. No, he said I could do it if the building's on fire, but since the place will be lit tomorrow.
Mr. G, once I hand you all your stuff, do you want me to sit down in the crowd with them?
No, you gotta be there, because when I mentioned the law of cosines, Bryce, this is what you gotta do. You gotta hold it up like this. And you gotta hold it to the whole crowd.
Alright, Bryce, go over there and we'll get like hype when you hold that up.
We'll work on it more tomorrow, but this is part of the props for it tomorrow. So you just hold it. So law of cosines application. And you gotta make sure that the people get this on camera too.
Yeah, right.
Because we got two videographers, we got Addison and Madeline doing our videography tomorrow.
214 and still.
So anyway, that'll be good. All right, I appreciate that a lot of you guys were really doing good work on this problem while we were just discussing the thing from Mark. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and explain it here,
Sounds good.
but it's what you have is let's go ahead and just look at it graphically. So you have this XY coordinate plane, right?
Right.
And you have this x minus 2. So here at 2, you got a y-intercept that comes right here. And so what you have is you have your x-intercept of 2, right?
Right.
And you're going from 0 to 4. So this is what you have. And so what it is, you have this. And so your answer to this is 0.
Wait, Mr. G, how did you know that it crossed the x-axis at 2?
How did I know the thing crossed the x-axis 2? Very good question. How did I know it crossed the x-axis at 2?
Because it's the 0.
Because I know that thing, I know the thing up there. Now, so now we're going back to the, where do I start my line? Find the y-intercept and things. So you take the y-intercept at -2,
Okay.
and the slope is 1 over 1.
Okay.
And so I know it's going to go up that angle. So I know we're going to have both a y-intercept of -2 in this case and a x-intercept of 2. And it's going to cross right there. And these two areas, one below the x-axis and one above the x-axis, are going to cancel out each other. And so you're going to get 0.
How did I get -16 on my calculator?
You got -16?
My
No,
calculator.
but when you said it, you said 0.
Wait, how did you get?
Let me do it in the calculator.
So if it's below the x-axis, it's negative.
So let's go do that in the calculator, because it should be 0.
Yeah, there you
Let me go ahead and get the calculator. So
Okay, I don't
right
know.
now I have it like this. Let me cancel, clear this baby out. So we go to Math 9,
The right side of my
and we're going from 0 to 4. Integral from 0 to 4 of x minus 2 dx.
Well, you just interrupted.
So I should get 0, I hope. 0, there we go.
Yeah, it was my fault. I put a negative.
I got 0.003.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how you have the decimal settings and all that.
So you have it on 4.
But this is one, when I went to, and in fact, I was thinking of doing this one to the people in the student section the other night, the calculus girls, the mental ones, to put one on there. So anyway, I think it's a good problem. So it's a good little one to consider. So a lot of these problems are, if you know the geometry of the equation, then they can be really easy. You'll get very simplified problems. So you'll notice that sometimes in what we go over. All right, real good. In fact, what I want to do is I want to show you a cartoon. I don't know if I've showed you this cartoon before. Okay, I want to show you this cartoon. Okay, this cartoon is called Foxtrot. I don't know if you've ever seen that cartoon. You ever seen it?
Foxtrot?
Yeah, that's Foxtrot. And what it is, one of the main characters is this genius little boy named Jason. And what he does is so here he says, in the first frame he says, oh, word problems, nothing but word problems. And he looks up heavenward. Thank you. He likes word problems. So here he is. The problem is Farmer Bob's vegetable garden is 20 feet wide by 30 feet long. Calculate its area in square footage. Okay, so that's 20 times 30, right? So here it is. So that's easy. But what does that guy do? What does the kid do? He makes a calculus problem out of it.
Oh my.
Right? So he takes this thing, he says, okay, it's y equals 20, from 0 to 30, here it is. Oh, he makes a calculus problem out of it. Right? Just like we've done. And so here he has the integral from 0 to 30 of 20 dx. And this is the evaluation. Now, here's the notation for the evaluation that we haven't done yet. When we get to integral calculus, we're going to show how to do that conclusion notation. And so he gets 600 square feet. Well, you knew that a long time ago when you multiplied those two numbers together, right? But what happens is, what we are doing in calculus is essentially, we're taking every integral problem and we're making them just as easy as this problem, because it really is easy, right? And see, even that one I gave you for the warm-up problem is pretty easy, right? So this is the essence of integral calculus. So if you set it up right, it's just a Bob's vegetable garden problem, right? That's an easy problem, isn't it?
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Bob's vegetable garden. That's it. So we talked about Bob's vegetable garden. But if you get a chance to, Jason is probably the funniest character in this comic. I don't think it's a current anymore. Well, let's go to we're going to work on the limits we were doing yesterday, because we were kind of working through. I was calling people to come up and work these, and we didn't do the 15 yet, did we?
Sorry, Ben. No.
We didn't do 15. We went up to 15, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and work through some of these, and we'll get into the next note card today.
Hey, I did one of these.
How many of you are going into the? Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing it.
Oh, you're going to do this one?
Yeah. Oh, no, I did one yesterday. So I'm done for the year.
You're done for the year? No, because okay, remember this?
That's not funny.
Remember what we said? Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to say tomorrow, and I said today.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of Scurry Rosser High School, welcome
Learning never
to
ends.
Scurry Rosser High School where?
Learning
Never ends. So, it's like, if you get chosen, you're not done, because you're never done.
Then.
You never,
Learn never ends,
learning
right?
never ends.
Learn never ends.
You always have to learn.
Always learn. Well, I don't want you to say it that way, that you have to learn, because that makes it like it's a chore.
Yeah, it is.
But maybe it is, because I had an aptitude student today who told me, well, I'm in here because I have to be here. Honestly, I don't want to be here and all that. So I said that's fine, because he was talking about what kind of grade do I get in the class. Well, you do the work. It's really, if you do the work in the class, well, he's planning to go into welding, right? And so he doesn't really need Algebra 2 or C that much. I told him, well, if you're in this class, I want you to learn what you can.
Right.
And if you don't really want to be in this class, maybe you could transfer into financial math. But I'm not trying to get rid of you, I tell him. But that's up to you, right? Because maybe financial math would be better for him. But once you decide you're going to be on an academic track, which most of you, all of you are, right? You're going to college, so you need this more, a lot more than financial math, don't you? So that's really up to you. But still, my student who doesn't really want to be in Algebra 2 necessarily, while he's here, he agreed with me that as long as he's here, he's going to try to get what he can out of the class, right?
Right.
So that's just a good attitude.
So we get bonus points if we enjoy this.
So anyway, let's go ahead. Yeah, I hear some beats or something going on back there. I don't know what's going on.
It's a geometric, so one one.
Hey, you're Miss Kelso's room. I don't even have my
Could be, I don't know.
Look, I don't even have a
If they
Kelso's.
drew me a geometric.
Could be Miss Kelsey.
All I have is the Nokia, because I hear.
Okay, number 15, we have Atlee.
Yeah, I have a Nokia phone. Oh, Allie has her phone out. Okay, so you're mad, Allie, maybe.
Atlee, I didn't see it.
I don't have it.
I believe Atlee this time.
Oh, Steve was
I
playing.
have a Nokia, so I can't play music.
Oh, really? Okay. So Atlee has number 15 here. She'll get
I'm
it.
working on it.
Oh, I got.
Okay.
Hey, I have people live.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I'll be fine.
You didn't get it.
Are you nervous for tomorrow?
A little bit, but that's good. It'll be a good thing.
Adrenaline.
A little adrenaline, it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll help me, because I'll tell you one thing that happened that was good during, I think it was third period. We kind of went through that with pre-calculus, and I went and started doing the RAF, and then I had Savannah sitting back here and said, "Hey, can I say something?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead." "No, I don't want to." "No, just go ahead and say me." She said, she noticed when I was doing kind of low energy. And I said, "That's exactly right, because if I'm actually doing this, I need to be high energy, right?" So I gave her extra credit for noticing that. That was just good.
Hey, actually, why were you looking at like your dad the whole time?
I wasn't. Mr.
It
G.
wasn't.
This is room 15. We're looking at Anthony's working on touch TV. Yes. Go ahead. Okay, he will soon be with you.
Price.
Okay, Jacob, you need to go to the office. You need to take your things with
See
you.
you, Mom.
Mr. G, how does that look to you, sir?
Oh man, it's really beautiful. It is beautiful.
Beautiful?
It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
C'est beau. In French, we would say c'est beau. C'est magnifique.
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 C'est merveilleux. Merveilleux. What?
Mr. G.
You could, yeah, and that's what, and what it is specificity.
I put infinity. You're
Specificity. It's the same thing. It's going to be more towards positive. So, But as a matter of technicality, if you had to give one answer, I would say limit does not exist. Yeah, but does not exist in the character of towards positivity both ways.
Mr. G, did I tell you a story about his goats yesterday?
About his goats?
Yeah.
No.
So my road, I'm thinking I had to bring my dogs in his house.
Yeah.
My dog's real big. Yeah. I started attacking his goats.
I just shoot his dog because I kill him.
Right?
Yeah, it was pretty tragic.
Get number 16.
It's actually a true story, guys.
G, are you running? Was that a jog I saw?
Did you jog?
Yeah. See, that's why he was watching.
Okay, this one here, we have Connor. Connor has number 16. Connor.
You know, Mr. G, while you're on the gym floor, I don't think you should be able to run, Mr. G.
No, I
You
didn't.
have to stay at least calm enough to not run around.
Stay calm, you think so?
Yeah, we don't want you to do that.
I think you should run out of the gym doors.
I don't know. It's
Like do it like your grand entrance is like you put up stuff, but the grand exit is when you kind of like go off, you know?
Part of it is, I'll tell you what's gonna happen, part of it's gonna be a bit spontaneous.
Yeah.
That we'll just, it's gonna be
Why
what
is
happens.
Connor?
It's just gonna have to be what happens, part of what kind of flavor is
Yeah.
gonna happen tomorrow. It'll be pretty good, we'll do some more rehearsing tomorrow too, before we talk about it.
we don't know when.
He hit him in the head twice with glue stick. Kind of hurt.
But Jose, I gotta give you credit, Jose. We're listening to the video.
It really hurt, like really bad. Like I don't think y'all understand. Like it was like. Honestly, I have a kind of like a side headache. Like honestly, I might have that. But it's working out.
That's one of the best ones I had. I used to have one over.
On the side, on the back side. Where? Right side.
Oh, you never know.
It's right there.
There's a guy, JFK Junior, America.
Is this?
So I think it was long, but it was good. JFK Junior. President's son. The president's son, who President Kennedy.
Yeah,
We're talking about.
we don't know what this one goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably wrong, but like.
I've been trying to get into reading that low too. Every time I read
Let's take a look here. We got DNA, yeah, so limit does not exist. The limit, okay, and we're going asymptotic to 0, thanks for that, good job.
Okay, but putting the deity is the same thing as infinity, right? Okay. The difference between deity and infinity, it's infinity. You know what I mean? But like, I get it. Like, I understand it. It's just like whether I put your own yeah. Me too.
Sorry, guys. Wait, what did you do?
Is there a line there?
Wait.
So number 17, we have Addie.
Because on this one, you don't know where it's going. It just goes.
Duh.
But this one, you know it's going towards.
Is this
Heartbeat right now. Sorry, I mean, it looks like I break it.
what?
Who knows, does somebody know tomorrow, where is volleyball playing tomorrow? They don't have a game, so it's a bye for them? Okay. So they just have the tournament today and Saturday, is that right? Okay. All right, thanks.
I don't know about this one.
F negative 3.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
It's got,
so
it's getting good.
when, yeah, I don't know about really.
That's nice. That's some of
Line right here, maybe something. Yeah, as x approaches, oh, as x approaches negative. This one? This one?
Have you all ever seen monsters?
Okay. Negative 2.5?
I look like something like this? You don't spell me. I look like a mosquito.
Is that good? Okay, here, she got infinity or does not exist for everything until this horizontal asymptote. See that horizontal asymptote there? At the right? A negative 2.5 you said it was?
Yeah.
Negative 2.5. Does that make sense?
Can you explain?
Explain what? B? Okay, B, the limit as x approaches negative 3 from the right side. So here it is.
Okay. I can see him doing that.
There it is. So you're going right to left. Okay? Good. Let's get somebody to do this next one.
Yeah, that's.
Mr. G, people are telling me that you're running.
Okay, we got Jose. Okay, Jose has
Yes.
this next one.
Yeah.
I think so. It's not scary, but it's like, it's kind of, I'm not pretty scary movies.
Okay. You know what is actually, you know what the scary movie, scariest movie I've ever seen? Coraline. Coraline, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yes.
Addie, do you think Coraline's scary?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a little kid home movie.
It's not scary, but it's creepy.
It's like a
Oh.
It's like who?
Oh, the girl with the big smile, the big
And
smile.
she buttons her eyes.
Yes. Yeah. I've never seen it, but I've seen pictures.
Oh, what do I gotta take? Right, let me show you. It's pretty cool. Go right here.
I have seen pictures though. It is the girl with like your black like smile or something, like a big black smile.
More like real life. Season 6 is not, yeah, season 6 is not very good, but it's just like all over the
Okay, yeah. All right, so he got, for A, B, C, and D, he got 0. For E, he gets does not exist. And for F, he gets 0. Do you agree with that?
I do.
And really, that when you look at that F, that's a little bit open to interpretation. But if you kind of follow a pattern, you look like it's going to continue going down. Like, so I kind of agree. I think for F, I would go with the same thing. Okay, good. Let's go ahead. Go ahead on
Take
this.
that back, actually. Take that back.
And another thing I like about, what else do you like about his? I like the custom color, right?
Yeah, I like the color.
Yeah, I might like.
Very good. So this is going to be, it's like the custom color, it's like the G-Dog uniform shirt.
What's this? French?
Okay, here we are.
French.
Limits to infinity analytically. So we are to here right now. And let's go on. So we have this. So I want you to go ahead and work on these examples here. And these are all limits to infinity. So what kind of asymptotes are these? These are what, if we have an answer, these are what asymptotes? What asymptotes are we going to find out with this?
If horizontal?
Horizontal asymptotes, right? And if the limits to infinity exist, you have horizontal asymptotes. Now, one thing you see on tests, you'll see them mixed up. Sometimes you'll see towards a number, but then sometimes you'll see towards positive or negative infinity, like these examples.
It's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine. You I hear the really good right after how do you call it?
Well, part of it, I'll tell you, well, look, I've been running around the classroom, part of it is a part of the so I don't want to just like, sit down.
You're not
Snore. A little bit, yeah. That's not going to be very good, right? Here we got a video phone.
I don't think tomorrow will do a whole lot.
Teacher is snoring.
That should be the thumbnail, Mr.
Well, I will.
No, that was Thursday.
I'll tell you what's going to be good. What's going to be good today for thumbnail is for pre-calculus. In fact, it's already there. There's a picture of me and Chelsea. Because people, because what happens is people say that she looks like me. So she's like my daughter. Chelsea's going to be my daughter.
Wait, did you write that?
I don't know.
You didn't go to
We have a picture of us for pre-calculus.
Anyway.
What was that? So yeah, that's good. We'll do that. Now the thing about it is, I don't know. You can just do it one at a time. Decide which ones you want to do. Which one you want to work on first?
Whichever you want, whichever you think is best to start.
Well, they're all pretty good. Like, one thing that's good is the quadratic formulas. I sang that last year, didn't I? Quadratic formulas.
Yeah,
And it's negative b plus 1 squared. But the other words I have trouble memorizing. I gotta read the words off. So that's a good one.
This week we did.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you. So I'm gonna just call people to give me the answers for these. For example 12. For example 12, what is our answer for example 12? BC. BC, what is your answer
I
number
was going
12?
to ask you the same thing.
BC, what is our answer number 12, BC?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's
I've been asking.
He wasn't here
like,
yesterday, so he didn't know.
I was here yesterday, but it's still confusing me.
They're lying over here.
Okay, there's there's a note card at the beginning of it that says Betsy Bobo Botu. Remember Betsy Bobo Botu?
Yes.
Is this one here? Is this one going to be Betsy? Is it going to be Bobo? Is it going to be Botu?
It's gonna be Betsy.
Bobo.
This is going to be Bobo. So if it's Bobo, Bryce says it's Bobo. So Bryce says it's Bobo. So Bobo means our answer is? Bobo means our answer is 0. Bobo. Thank you. See that? CBC, that wasn't that hard, was it?
I have dyslexia.
Oh.
You get 0.
No, you don't have dyslexia, you have
Okay, good question. Okay, Haley's asked the question. Okay, the reason is, it's bigger on bottom. So what that means is that these things are going to eventually go to 0 because this thing is going to grow slower than the one on the bottom.
Is this Betsy?
So it's bigger on bottom. The thing's going to gradually go to 0.
Yeah, so is the next one bigger on top?
No, bigger on top is going to be this one here. This one is not. So this is Botu. Which one is this?
Betsy.
That's a Betsy, right? So I'm going to call somebody for the Betsy one here. And I have very few people left, so We'll have to repopulate the wheel here.
Sal.
Who's going to be giving blood tomorrow? Anybody giving?
Not
Oh,
Sal.
no, athletes.
I'm working.
CV.
CV, Sal.
So what's going to be number 13?
Betsy, 4/5. Do you want me to write it?
So what is your answer to that one?
4/5.
4/5. CV says 4/5. Is Sal right?
Is Sal right?
Is Sal right?
What?
Sadly.
He's right.
Sal, somebody said sadly. Who said sadly?
Ben, you're
Oh
good.
man,
You belong
you've
to
got. So yeah, so Ben, you've joined the haters. You've joined the hate CV people. Okay. Okay.
Port the door.
The last one on the list we have here for number 14. Number 14 we have RK. RK, what is going to be 14?
Infinity, right?
Undefined, not defined, right? Does not exist. So undefined, does not exist.
Predator.
The limit does not exist. So we have Betsy, example Betsy, Bobo, Botu, right there. Okay. And
Do you speak English?
well, right here we got this one. This as we go toward negative infinity. So these ones here kind of ratchet up. So what I'm going to have to do for this is you have to really do some thinking with this. So this right down here is going to be x to what power? X to what power down here? X to the x to the -1 power. Did you say that? Oh, Lexi, yes, thank you, yes. X to the -1 power. So if that's x squared, and then that's x to the -1, what is that going to be? Is that going to be Betsy, Bobo, or Botu? It'll be Botu, right? It'll be Botu. And then we can go on, then we're going to talk about this, and we're almost to kind of a good, we'll work on these tomorrow. Let me see how many farther we have to go. That's going to be page 71.
We have a lot.
Okay, so then we're going to so we're going to do tomorrow we'll just, tomorrow we're going to talk to these for a little bit. Then we'll work on continuity, work on our skid a little more tomorrow too, okay?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, no. And so the athletes aren't able to, you're not going to give blood, right? Did I tell you the story of my cross-country coach where I worked once?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll just leave camera. What happened was, I was a teacher. I was teaching Algebra 1 mostly at a school where we had the special education teacher was the cross-country and track coach. And so we would co-teach together. We got along good. His name was Mark Smith. So we got along really well. And so he says he has a cross-country meet, and he goes there, and everybody did badly. Like, what happened? And so as it turns out, what happened on Friday before the cross-country meet, guess what happened? A blood drive. And so so people didn't have their blood to perform well. And then thinking, he says, well, in the grand scheme of things, a lot of good was done by that. But here, let's communicate and let's see. Let's communicate a little better. Because what happens is you're not going to get your full red blood cells back for maybe until about 48 hours. So if you gave blood early in the week, you'd be okay by Saturday probably. But still, you wouldn't be able to train very well those next day or two. So probably you just wait till after the season, because your blood is definitely really good. That will help save lives and help people. But
I would.